What you're about to see is forbidden. It's a glimpse into an unsolved cold case from 1993, officially filed under missing persons, presumed lost to the elements. But the evidence, the final piece of proof left behind by the victims, tells a different, chilling story. We're talking about 3 experienced hikers, a trip that should have been routine, and a disappearance so clean it left nothing but a single, terrified image on a roll of 35mm film. This is the case of the Silent Grove Trio. The Deschutes National Forest in Oregon.vast.untamed. And in the 1990s, the ideal playground for 3 friends obsessed with the wilderness, Sarah Jennings, Mark Peterson, and Ben Wallace. They were professionals. They knew their gear, they knew the trails, and they knew how to survive. Their planned 3-day trek to Silent Grove Peak was nothing new. They had state-of-the-art camping gear, satellite phones, and multiple cameras. They set off on a clear Friday morning, leaving a detailed itinerary with family. By Monday, they hadn't returned. Initially, authorities weren't concerned hikers often extend their stays. But by Wednesday, the alarm bells were deafening. A full-scale search and rescue operation was launched, the largest the county had seen in a decade. The initial search yielded nothing. No tracks, no discarded gear, no signs of a struggle. It was as if the earth had simply swallowed them whole. The official narrative was a sudden blizzard or a freak accident that carried their bodies away. But then the search team found the first anomaly. It wasn't a body, it was their main campsite, and it was pristine. Their large tent was still standing, zipped up. Inside, their sleeping bags were rolled out. Their food supplies were neatly sealed. Even their hiking boots were lined up by the tent entrance. Experienced hikers don't abandon a perfect campsite unless something urgent or terrifying sends them running. The most unsettling detail? All 3 of their backpacks were gone. They took only what they could grab quickly. Why grab the heavy survival gear? But leave the secure shelter, the breakthrough came 3 weeks later, 5 miles away from the campsite, in a ravine known as the Devil's Drain. A search volunteer stumbled upon a small object. Half buried in the muddy stream bed, Sarah Jennings' Olympus 35mm camera. It was scuffed and cracked, but the film inside was intact. The police developed the images with cautious optimism. Most of the photos were exactly what you'd expect. Mountain vistas, Mark posing by a waterfall, Ben tending a campfire. But the final 9 frames shifted the narrative from lost to hunted. Frame 1 through 5, standard night shots of the forest dark but clear. Then frame 6 is a chaotic blur, angled low to the ground. It suggests the camera was dropped and hastily picked up. Frame 7 is a shaky image of the trio running, flash catching their faces. Their expressions are pure, unadulterated terror. They are looking backward, not where they are going. Frame 8 is the crucial one. It's an accidental shot of the forest floor, but you can see Mark's boot and the bottom of Ben's pants, suggesting they stopped briefly to hide. In the background, barely visible in the dark, is a shadow tall, unnaturally slender, looming behind a fir tree. The flash exposure in frame 8 also revealed something even more disturbing. Blood spatter on a fallen log near Mark's boot. Not a lot, but enough to confirm an injury. And then there is frame 9, the final photo, the one the local sheriff tried to suppress. The image is taken at full flash, the camera aimed high, almost directly into the canopy, as if the person holding it was looking up at something towering over them. The image is not entirely clear, but we have enhanced it. Standing above the camera, dominating the frame, is not a bear, not a person, and not a hoax. It's a figure, incredibly tall, with disproportionately long limbs. And an unnerving lack of clothing, its skin appears to be the color of wet earth. and critically it has no discernible face. Where the eyes and mouth should be, there is only a smooth, unsettling blankness. It's looking directly at the lens. It's the Watcher in the woods. The police dismissed frame 9 as a lens flare, a faulty image, or a smudge. They closed the case, sticking to the lost to the elements theory. They couldn't rationalize what the camera truly captured. But why, then? Was the roll of film immediately classified and restricted? Why was the camera itself mysteriously lost from the evidence locker a month later? The Silent Grove trio didn't get lost. They were stalked, injured, and in their final moments. They saw something that defies all rational explanation. Their bodies remain missing. Their case remains cold. But the Watcher in the woods remains captured forever in the final seconds of a desperate roll of film. Forbidden Case Study asks, what happened to the evidence? And is the Watcher still waiting in the Deschutes forest? Thanks for watching. If you want to explore more forbidden cases, don't forget to like and subscribe.